Hey, keyboarders, Mr. Winkleman here again. This time we're going to be talking about how to create a resume. And we're going to do it a little bit differently than the way it's done in the course. You can do it either way and submit it either way as far as I'm concerned. But I'm going to show you how to use a template to create a resume. And I think it's a lot easier and you end up with a little bit better product. So let's get started on our template resume. And I'm going to shrink that down. We're going to go open up Word. Word has all these templates, and you can see them as I open up here, that just a ton of different templates for different kinds of things. If you wanted to create a letter, if you wanted to create a calendar, there's tons and tons of templates. I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to click on resume and cover letters. I could type that in up here, but I just noticed it's right here. So I'm going to click on that, resume and cover letters. Look at the options that we have here. Tons and tons of options. Now, one of these is a cover letter and the other is a resume. Look how these look identical, but if you look at the image, you can see it's in a format of a letter, all right? Not only that, when you hover over it, it says cover letter. So over here, it's in a chronological or resume, so here's our resume. Now, later you will be writing a cover letter, so you may want to use this again as a template for your cover letter. I'm going to click on this template for the resume, and it gives me a bigger screen view of what it is, and I like it, so I'm going to click Create. And there it is, okay? Now, this is the most important part. You got to put in the information. You can't just finish right here, okay? You got to put in all the information. If you don't use any of these fields, then you need to delete them because you don't want just blank job title company showing up on your resume. If you do your proofreading, you'll see, that doesn't look good and it doesn't look professional. It looks like you didn't know what you were doing. So I'm going to click on first name, and what's cool is that these are all fields, so you could just click on them. And first name is Mark, and I'm just typing. I didn't capitalize or anything like that. Last name, Winkleman, because it's using all of the formatting that comes with the template. Address, 23258 Hartley Lane, Middleton, Idaho. We should put a zip code, 83644. I'm going to click on phone, 208-899-0827. The one thing that's really cool about using a resume is that all of your formatting is done for you. So you don't have to come back and try to make it consistent or look different or anything, like that. Now I have an email address, which you already know is Winkleman at IDLA, well, I don't get it that way, idla.k12.id.us. I don't want a LinkedIn profile. I don't have one. I don't have a Twitter. I have blogs, but I don't want them on here. If I were looking for a position like in graphic design, I've done graphic design, I might have a web page that's my portfolio, which I do. You can Google it out there if you want to look at it. But I'm not going to use these fields, so I'm just going to highlight them, and I'm going to backspace, get that period 2, and just do that. Okay? This is the objective. When I click on it, notice the whole thing lights up. The whole thing's highlighted. I desire a position in education where I can be most effective with the skills and tools that I have gained through experience. Oh, brother, my dumb dog. Ugh, what are you going to do? Get away from there. That's all you can do. That I have gained through experience and educate, and let's put and continuing education, period. That's my little objective there, and that's fine. So what's my experience? Well, I'm gonna, so I'm gonna click on this right here, dates from Feb 2020. Yeah, I probably shouldn't abbreviate that. Doesn't look very professional. February. That's not spelled right. Click on it. Go to review. Spell check that word. Oh, there. Okay. Check the rest of the document. Sure. All right. There we go. My to date is August 2020. Click on that whole thing, teacher, and I'm going to say Meridian High School. I taught and maintained classroom activities for learning in personal finance and biz not newses, business technology. Okay, there's one experience. I happen to have multiple experiences, but let's assume that that's it. That's all that I have, okay? Then I need to get rid of this. So I'm just gonna click and highlight it and hit delete, okay? There you go. I could have put in multiple experiences. I could have, a thing like that. With education, and you always start at, what was the latest one you did and then work your way backward. So in education, in June of 2014, Masters of Education at Boise State University. And see how it says okay to brag about your GPA? Finished with a 4.0 GPA and completed, you just talk about this, completed coursework for educational strategies in technology. Okay, this is going to date me here, but in June 1990, bachelor's of education, Oregon State University. Okay, my dog's eating something she's not supposed to, so. It's a screw, you moron. Why are you trying to eat a screw? Dog is just ridiculously stupid. Okay. Eating a screw, what's that about? I mean, okay. So I've got that in here. Again, I could talk about that. Skills, strength relevant to your roles, list your skills that you have, and click on here. Office, or let's do this. Microsoft Office and Adobe Creative Cloud. And if I hit enter, look, it gives me a third one. Get away from there. She's driving me up a wall. Okay. Adobe Creative Cloud. And I can list, more skills in here. Let's get this thing moving. But activities that I like doing, that I'm passionate about, horseback riding. I love my horses. I might put in there boating, water skiing. Love doing that and all that. Here's the thing. You want to make sure it all fits on one page. And if you have very little stuff, you need to add in a few extra spaces to kind of, make it, let's get up here, to make it look like, it fills the whole page. That's very important. And there you have it. There's your resume. Okay, you would save that file, save as, save it to your folder, and then submit it. And that'll work just fine if you want to use a template to create your resume. And you can use a template to create your cover letter as well. So that's it for this, keyboarders. Saying goodbye right now. Come here. Come here. Come here, Lala. Come here. Come here, you bad dog. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Up here. Up here. Come on. Come on. Oh. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. There's Nala, the screw eater. Nala, the screw eater. All right, keyboarders, saying goodbye from Mr. Winkleman and from Nala, the screw eater. Have a great time, keyboarders.